the zygomatic bone. The frontal process would be 45. Maxillary process would be this region. This would be temporal process right here. And lacrimal bone. Lacrimal hamulus, can't see it. Fossa for the lacrimal gland would be right here. And then nasolacrimal canal, sticking it in. The ethmoid, right here. This would be the cribriform plate. This 116, that little lip, is the crista galli, crest of the cock. The orbital plate of the ethmoid bone should be this region, that region. The perpendicular plate of the ethmoid. I think this is going to be better disarticulated ethmoid bone. The middle concha and the inferior concha, which is its own bone. The superior concha, you can't see it. The frontal bone, I don't know what frontal crest is.
Oh,
This, yeah, right here, actually. Yeah, on both. Supraorbital foramen should be 5. Supraorbital margin. Is it this 4? Is it 2?
It's the whole region.
Okay, because superciliary arch is actually is right here.
Yeah, right above it.
It's the eyebrow.
Yeah, but so
It's like
kind of
margins-
ambiguous.
Margin and arch, yeah.
Okay. Orbital plate of the frontal, just underneath here, that 10 region, here and here. Zygomatic process of the frontal bone here, here. And frontal sinus, you just have a coronal cut. Inferior concha, there and there. The mandible. We've got mental protuberance. Mental spine is going to be back here. Mandibular foramen should be here on the posterior side. Mylohyoid groove right here. Mylohyoid line should be just above it. The condylar process should be here and here, and this would be the coronoid process. This would be the mandibular notch. This is the ramus of the mandible, 37. Masseter tuberosity. It's going to be these little tubercles right here, right behind the angle. The body of the mandible.
Just all of it?
I think here.
Yeah.
And here. Mental foramen, right there. And there. Sublingual fossa should be, I think, right here and here. The tongue would rest. Mental protuberance should be up front. Angle, she would kind of have to point like that, right at that bend. And oblique plane is going to be this line right here. Palatine. Here. This would be the greater palatine foramen in the anterior position, and this would be the lesser palatine foramen. The pyramidal process, I have no idea. The orbital process is going to be, it's almost a joke. It's like that. It should be like a blip. But this is better using the Rowan image, because the sutures get kind of mucked here. The perpendicular plate, I think, should be.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's just that, like that.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. Because on the horizontal plate, I don't.
Oh, you know what? That's the horizontal one then.
I think this is horizontal.
Horizontal, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the perpendicular. Yeah, this is going to be perpendicular, right back here. That's perpendicular. Here's horizontal plate, and nasal crest should be right here. You see that?
Can you see that?
Yeah. right up there.
Okay.
This is the vomer, this bone. And this skull doesn't indicate it well, but this is the ala on each side. See how it kind of ramps up? And down in the superior position, this would be the posterior nasal septum. Maybe it's marked as 65, but I don't know. But it's going to be this portion right here. And the maxilla, you've got incisive fossa, incisive canal, right here. Anterior nasal spine will be right up there. Alveolar process is going to be this whole region right by the teeth. Zygomatic process would be right here and here. Frontal process will be up here and here. Infraorbital foramen, and I don't know what infraorbital groove. Oh, actually, infraorbital groove should be this. That groove deep right here and here.
Infraorbital.
That should be infraorbital groove of the maxilla. You can follow the sutures all the way back. Occipital bone. This should be the internal occipital protuberance. So that
At 148.
Yeah, right here. That's where the confluence of sinus meets. And here would be the external occipital protuberance. This would be kind of that's inferior nuchal line. This should be the superior nuchal line. Clivus. Where? This bone right here.
At 137.
Yeah. These would be the condyles, the occipital bone, and the atlas sits on them. Condylar canal should be right back here. They're kind of sealed up. They're right behind the condyles. Superior, inferior, external. Sulcus for inferior petrosal sinus. It's going to be here. That groove, making this groove and that groove, the groove for the superior petrosal sinus. Stylomastoid foramen, right there, because here's the styloid process, here's the mastoid process, there's the stylomastoid foramen. Foramen magnum, I have no idea.
The hardest one.
Here. The hypoglossal canal is also fused, but it would be there and there. Groove for the transverse sinus is going to be here and here. And then this is groove for the sigmoid. You can kind of see the S shape leading out into the jugular foramen. Pharyngeal tubercle is going to be right here. So it's on the opposite side of the clivus. Like this. The temporal bone is going to be this whole region.
The sides.
Inside too. So this. Here you have the mastoid process. Here would be the squamous region. And this would be the petrous region. Petrous, hard like a rock. See this? You can tell the difference. The carotid canal. Pretty sure it's this, but we should double check. This is going to be a big one. I'm thinking it's that.
132.
Yeah. Because 132 should be for the foramen lacerum.
Yes.
But that's not a real foramen because nothing goes through it. Remember? But I think that
What am I looking for?
carotid canal.
Do you mind flipping it over again?
No, that's
Sorry. Yeah, wouldn't it be that one? Yeah.
This, but it's
Canal
sealed.
98.
98. It's sealed.
Yeah.
So it is this and this, but it's sealed up.
Okay.
internal auditory meatus is going to be there and there, leading out to the external, which is here. Okay. Zygomatic process of the temporal bone is going to be this. Styloid process, jugular foramen, stylomastoid foramen.